he really have to bring to this? I mean, yellows are going to be a little bit more difficult for him to pick up. I think we saw him pausing just a little bit in frustration off of that spawn.
Yeah,
but
well, and what worries me though is that Rafa has found a very comfortable position. He's managed to lock CZM out of any major grab.
Yeah.
Yes, CZM's gotten a couple of megas, but instantly that mega has been chewed off by a lightning gun or some other form of spam.
And I think actually the biggest problem that CZM is having is that he's not. Oh
my god!
Wow, great LG there. There goes that stack. And we've got ourselves a game here once again, but apparently the real problem that CZM has been having for the bulk of this is that he hasn't been finding Rafa out in the open where he can spam him off with either rockets or rails and get some of that damage chewed off before the fight happens. So we'll see what CZM can do with this bat of armor and mega and see if he can control that a little bit. But look at this, he has not even seen Rafa since that last frag.
Well, and this is where Rafa really shines.
Yeah.
He's so good at disappearing, showing up just in time to steal an item just like this and be like, bye-bye, say hello to my rail. It will tear you a new asshole, and I'll switch up.
And CZM was not expecting Rafa to actually switch over to machine gun there. He was like, all right, we're going to be trading rails, but if I could just get one more in, that would be sweet.
Yeah, just one more.
Yeah.
Just one more, guys.
One more shot-itis is fatal, given the symptoms.
Yes. Especially against Rafa.
Absolutely.
I mean, Rafa knew exactly how much damage he needed to do to CZM in order to pull him down. Everything was so perfectly well calculated there. And I think, I don't want to call this too early. There still is time for some kind of comeback, given that it's only now eight frags. But the way that Rafa's playing this now, it just seems smarter than when we started. And I think that CZM is in a bit of trouble.
Well, yeah, especially being stuck in that corner. Rafa's going to have all sorts of time to shave off and control mega health and red armor once again. And even moving up the shard stairway, it's not going to be helping him out. Rafa is ready for anything right now.
He only has one rocket, though.
Yeah.
So that's actually going to be a big deal, I think. Potentially, anyway. Yep, right here. Nice switch up to the lightning gun, though.
And guys, even though this one is coming down to even though this one's coming down to a close, don't go anywhere because we still have the grand final, Rafa versus, and I wish I could have a drum roll here, but we all know it already. It's going to be 0-4 making his return to Quake 3. Well, I was being metaphorical. Metaphorical drum rolls are always way cooler.
Yes, but god damn it, when it's Rafa and 0-4. That deserves an authentic drum roll, man.
All right. I'll go get a drum instead of a desk.
Hey.
Pity the fool.
Your balls. 15-5, Rafa will pull this one away. Only a handful of minutes left. Take a look at some stats as soon as this fight ends. Oof, can't get the fadeaway rail, so CZM will pick one up. Oh, free spawn. Opting for Mega. Oh, look at this trap. Nope.
And it does actually look like CZM is showing some signs of fatigue here as well.
Yeah.
The white flag is starting to come out. Out of which orifice, I'm not quite sure. CZM keeps it classy.
All right, folks. So as Jahar said, the final showdown between 0-4 and Rafa is just around the corner. What a fantastic thing, though, to see CZM in Quake 3, in his element, pushing this thing into a 3-map between him and Rafa after facing off against 0-4 yesterday and getting toppled pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It was really, really fantastic stuff.
I mean, Joff was Rafa's pick, wasn't it?
I think so.
I think he was trying to be cute.
Yeah.
All right, so there's the final minute warning. We're looking at an 8-frag lead, 8-16. CZM trying to wait out for mega health, but he's got 5 health. Dives out of the way of the rail and manages to pull that away, but I don't think he's going to be getting much else than that for his birthday.
40 seconds remaining. I guess I'll use the final 30 seconds to just say thank you to CZM. This is a guy that came back to the Quake scene recently after being a champion for so many years. And what an absolute pleasure it has been, not only in the Intel Extreme Masters, but also in this Quake 3 Masters Cup. Being able to see him and realizing that he has, even after all the time that has passed, the ability to take down the guy that
and
in
actually
recent history has the most crowns under his belt.
But when we say for all this time, I mean, CZM dates back to Quake World, guys. This guy is a Quaker through and through and through, and I think the best thing about him over all these years, besides his immense skill, has just been the fact that no matter what team, no matter what brand, no matter what moniker he's playing under, he's always just playing to have fun. I mean, what other reason do you have to come to a no-prize Quake 3 tournament that's just being run by, frankly, some amateurs, even though they've been doing a fantastic job at just being amateur in the way that they're not getting paid and not doing professionally, all that jazz. But CZM, he's always had his head in one place, the game, nothing else. No other strings attached.
We got a BRB from Rafa.
All right. And I think before the grand final, a little bit of BRB would be appropriate.
A little bit of banter between these guys about how this pick is going to go. No DM9 is pick number 1. Waiting for his D4's pick. T4, of course. And start strong. Not going to leave it for a potential. And then ZTN will be our third map. So no DM9, T4, ZTN, Hub, Airwalk. And, of course, that leaves the new map. Rafa versus 04. We got a chance to see it just a little bit ago, earlier today, for the Winter Brackets final. 04 was able to take it in 2 maps, which I think surprised most people. Rafa's been able to fight his way back throughout the losers bracket to get right back to where we started. So this is the grand final, set 1. I'm going to say set 1 because if Rafa wins this, then we will play another best of 5. That's why I'm clearing out space on my hard drive.
And how fortunate for Wally to kind of stumble upon one of the matches of the year, really. I mean, with 04 missing IEM, again, Anima Gaming is just a venture based in the community, based in the game, but this is where it's all going to come down to Rafa versus 04 on No DM9.
And we are now officially live in the grand finals of the Q3 Masters Tournament. Rafa starting topside with rocket launcher and very weak here, dropping in, and will actually get machine gunned just barely by 04. Although without weapons and only 5 shots left, 04 is lucky to get away with his life. So let's go take a look at Rafa. Been able to get away with the red armor, and he is now trying to press out center map. 04 going for the lightning gun and now has it. So interesting start here. Starting so close on this map and going just balls to the wall at each other. With really, this is the first break in action. Although Rafa is going to end it with a drop in and a frag, tying it up 1-1.
But he's very weak off of it, only 33 health. Even with the 25, 04 is going to be able to do quite a bit of damage to him with SSG. But oh, the second shot, had it been there, would have brought that back up, but not quite enough. Rafa's going to get away with that frag, and another one off of the spawn. Very, I don't want to say lucky for him, but 04 whiffing that shotgun, that could actually cost him quite a lot. Not only as far as the numbers go, but also as far as control and item dominance goes. So red armor's going to be spammed off here by Rafa from the top. 04 is going to be able to get away with that, but he eats a lot of damage. I'm not quite sure what he was trying to pull together with that bit of shotgun. Hiding in the corner, well, trying to get a little bit closer, draw Rafa in with the shotgun, but it's not going to quite be enough. Rafa doesn't get fooled by those kind of plays.
Exactly. I think Rafa's a little bit annoyed that he got sent to the lower bracket. And of course, 04 is going to try to hang on to it and keep this thing to a 1 set. Now, that being said, so far 04's LG accuracy has been slightly better. Rafa, though, has been doing a bit more spam with it, so it's not really the numbers aren't really lining up. Because Rafa's been using the LG as almost like a "you go here now" weapon, and rather than a "I will kill you with it" weapon. P4.
04 wanting to defend Mega Health with everything he's got. There's the grab. He's out of it without about 77.
Which is just 5 rockets, by the way.
Right, right.
And actually, 0-4 does get a ding with a nade there.
Very nice. And actually at that rear corner, that actually means there's only 50, I'm sorry, only 25 health there instead of 50, making it so that we see a few less ambushes at that corner, which actually I like, since those always kind of were, you know, left to the fates depending on who's going to come out on top of that. But 2 on 4, 0-4 still down, not only on the frags, but also on the stack here as he gets pushed off by Rafa off of mid-map. Tries to find Rafa coming out of the mega room. Oh, but 0-4 does not see Rafa coming. And even though he's going to be able to pick up red armor here, escaping this, yeah, you can hear Rafa up there. Oh, but Rafa already commits to the fight, dropping down. 0-4 can toss one out. Oh. And Rafa has to leave.
Wow.
0-4 got away from that circumstance in the most unlikely of manners.
Getting away with murder there. I mean, that was ridiculous. 0-4 now on the backside of the map. Stacking up with what he can. Lightning gun replenished back out of the center of the map. Able to dodge the initial rocket. Now this is kind of scary considering Rafa did get that mega. 0-4, I think, pressed in a bit too hard, but actually he was able to fire off a rocket and get a mutual frag. Or no, maybe not. Wait, what did I see? I don't know. The camera's stiff and I don't know. Don't mind me.
That's okay. Rafa is fairly weak here, but he's able to pick up yellow armor. Again, it is nice that if you're not going to be there for Mega, at least you can pick up yellow. So even when you're the down player on the stack, it's not a bad place to be. Otherwise, there's no real use for it if you're the down player in like the Quake Live version. But Rafa's LG still quite strong here, and the
what a
rocket off the spawn. Very, very nicely played. 0-4 actually has a bit better LG accuracy right now, but Rafa's done a hell of a lot more damage with it. And actually, the damage difference between these guys is only about 100 points of health. And looking at this this 4-frag game with 100 points of damage between them, you can see that Rafa's control is definitely giving him a lot in this map.
Well, and like, even in that situation, had Rafa missed that initial rocket, that would have been over. 0-4 would have picked up the frag, but Rafa is just getting a lot of things going his way. He's also playing everything strongly, you know, even there, perfectly you know, timing that attack so that the fight is over by the time Mega comes up, not during the fight, allowing 0-4 a chance to replenish. So it's now 10-3. 5 minutes in.
And Rafa's actually doing a pretty good job. Well, I would actually say almost a predictable job of heading back on over towards that rear end of the map after the frag. And 0-4 this time is able to capitalize on that. 11 health left for Rafa. There's 75 health available for him here, but it's going to cost him time, and he's not going to get any kind of armor off of it. So Rafa is going to be in a little bit of dire straits. This is going to give the potential for Mega, or at least red armor, over to 0-4. And this time, Rafa grabs it away with Mega. Red armor in 0-4's hand. So it's going to come down to the damage at this fight. 0-4 running out of weapons, so he is screwed.
Yeah, this is the second time that 0-4 has really lost Rafa. Rafa hits his come on bind. But that's the second time 0-4 has really lost Rafa in the thick of it at that stairwell leading up to the Mega exit. So the last time it was Rafa actually coming completely behind 0-4. As 0-4 was expecting Rafa coming out from Mega. So might still change up and keeping 0-4 confused as fuck. So 12-4.
Very good job indeed. And actually, as time gets closer here, this is a 50-minute match, but Rafa has been looking very, very strong. And I do want to even go back to that first frag with the shotgun, or rather not with the shotgun that 0-4 was trying to put together. How different would it have gone had that second shot connected? Rafa's able to pull together the frag. He's got 19 health, but he's able to steal away red armor. So even if he gets fragged down here, which I even doubt, as 0-4 will be fairly ballsy to be looking at the exit of that teleporter. Rafa's wondering about it, though. Oh, he's wondering. And there's 0-4 with the first shot. And there we go. This time 0-4 is this time, I'm not going to miss it. So
Rafa not able to do any rocket damage as 0-4 steals away the yellow on the upper side. Rafa back for red. And, of course, the next item to play for it should be Mega Rafa's checking. Taking top. Dropping it right into a rocket.
There it is.
And there's the Mega Health right afterwards.
Rafa being early for Mega is going to be giving that over to 0-4. This not only gives him the frag, but it gives him a little bit of stack to work with. 0-4 is down to 64 health, though. Rafa is weak, but so is 0-4, and he's got to go back.